Hello and welcome to another episode of Pivotal Moments with Lolita. As always, I'm excited about the conversation and excited to see what my guests will share today. So without further delay, I'm going to introduce our guest, Dr. Jonas Gadson, who is a motivational speaker and author. I'm going to turn it over to him so he can tell you all the amazing things that he is doing. Welcome to the conversation, Dr. Gadson. I keep wanting to say that, Dr. Gadson.
There are three kinds of people: those that make things happen, those that watch things happen, and those who wondered what happened. I am a person that make things happen. I'm Dr. Jonas Gadson, DTM, known as Mr. Enthusiastic. I came out of corporate America. I worked for Eastman Kodak and Xerox, two Fortune 500 companies, for 30 years and trained over 8,000 employees from 69 different countries. I am an author, I'm a motivational speaker, I teach communication as well. I have 3 books out, that 3 of them this year just did, and I'm just really so excited to be on your program. And just excited to share some encouraging words, because I emphasize a lot of times that we deal with education, inspiration, transformation, and motivation in that order.
I love it. Well, I am beyond excited to have you in the conversation today, and let's get right on into it. So, of course, the theme of this show is pivotal moments. So, what will you be sharing with us today regarding your pivotal moment?
Well, one of the things that I mentioned earlier, being in corporate America and training people from around the world. But then one of my pivoting moment is that one is I left corporate America at an early age and retire early to move back to South Carolina to care for my 81-year-old mother. I lost her in 2008. One of my pivotal moments is that I call her my marvelous mother. And I had a mantra that my mother didn't put me in the young folks home, so I wasn't going to put her in the old folks home. So I took care of her until she passed away. That was a pivotal moment for me. The other thing that's what pivotal is that moving back to South Carolina and speaking to people, corporation, and training in schools and college and academia and all of those kind of things. But I was doing it all in person. And I got a lot of energy off the people because I could see them. But then I had to pivot because I didn't know nothing about social media. So I had to learn. So now I've learned Zoom, I've learned Facebook, I'm on different social media now that I didn't even know. And then while I was pivoting and learning all of that, and of course we were not traveling a lot. So then I started writing. I have a book out already, How to Fly Like an Eagle with Wings Like a Wimp. It teaches you to take a chance, take charge, and take control of your life. But then I did 3 other books while I was pivoting. And what I decided that I wanted to do some collaboration, because what I've learned in life, if you're the smartest person in your group, then you need to find a new group. So I decided that I want to build some collaboration. So I got involved with 3 separate groups, one of which I was the only guy, 42 women, and I was the only guy, and we just kicked off a brand new book just recently. We just made it the bestseller, and the title of that is I Am a Victor. And so with 43 of us, have these books going out, and you're talking to other people, meeting other people. So I use the time wisely. And now I get the opportunity to speak to you on your program. And I'm so excited. I'm fired up and ready to go.
Oh my goodness. Well, you got me fired up. Wow, I love it. So now when you talk about your pivotal moments, and again, definitely my heart goes out to you with, taking care of your mom right up to the end. That's just amazing in itself and just shows really strength of character. So I commend you on that. But when you talk about these pivotal moments, what would you say is the thing that you discovered is unchangeable, is the thing that you found is your why, that everything else must circle around that?
Well, one of the key thing about me, I'm a faith-based guy. And so all of my principle and values are built upon spirituality. That's number one. And then the number two thing that comes after spirituality is personal development. Continue to work on yourself, continue to grow. I used to be a lifelong learner, and a lifelong learner has some great things. But in my new book, I'm teaching people to move away from lifelong learner because you're learning a lot of things, but a lot of it is insignificant. So what I'm encouraging people now to be a laser learner. So so that means that whatever your dreams and goals and aspiration is, whatever you're going in a particular thing for, you're not going to come up with something else, because a laser have the ability to even burn through steel. So I'm focused. And what now I'm working on a legacy, to learn the legacy, then live the legacy, and then leave a legacy. One of my favorite books said, a good man leave a legacy for 3 generations. So I'm moving away from success to significance.
Ooh, oh my goodness. And you look, I can't even hardly get it together. Look, did you all catch that? Laser learning. I absolutely love that, because you do hear all the time, lifetime learner, lifetime. No, let's laser learning. Let's be specific and intentional.
Yes.
That's good
Yes.
stuff.
And do it
Good
on
stuff.
purpose. Yeah, do it on purpose, because
Yeah.
that makes a big difference. And then one of the other things I've learned in pivoting, there are some things that I learned early on in life that weren't productive. So the first thing that you must learn to do is to unlearn things that you should have never learned in the first place, because we all have hurts, habits, and hangups. I stopped by today to give you number 4, the healing power. And my favorite book said, life and death is in your tongue. So you got to be careful what you say to yourself. And also to realize, pivoted, understand there's 8 billion people on the planet, and there'll never be another one just like you. No one else can duplicate your fingerprint, your handwriting, or your child. You are one and done. You are fearful and wonderfully made by the Creator. You are a masterpiece because you are part of the master.
I need to just have what you said like on a recording that I could just play in the morning, look in the mirror, play that, and get my day started. I absolutely love it. Love it, love it. Wow.
Thank you.
So now switching gears a little bit. So we always have to bring in about adjustments, because with pivoting, that's something that usually is a little bit more favorable. It's circled around our why. But when we talk about adjusting, that can really mean adapting to something that's uncomfortable. So tell us about a time when you had to make the adjustment.
Well, one of the things I've learned about adjustment is it's never, here's a bonus from Jonas. Don't focus on what you have lost. Focus on what you have left, because what you have left is enough to get the job done. So the things that, and then by the way, what I've learned in life, I used to talk about a lot of things that happened to me, but then I changed my language. It didn't happen to me, it happened for me. And because it happened for me, it helped me to grow, to get out of my comfort zone. Because someone said to me not that long ago, he said, oh, Dr. Gadson, you're reading all these books and you're working so hard. Are you working hard to get somebody? I said, no, I'm not working hard to get somebody. I'm working hard on myself to be somebody. See, because you can always better your best. Flexibility is so important when you grow and you learn and you get out of your comfort zone. I purposely got in groups now that are smarter than me so I can grow, so I can stretch. See, a rubber band, you can stretch it and it never comes back the same size. That's the kind of brain we have. When we stretch it, it's never going to be satisfied with living a life of mediocrity. This is your time and this is your turn. This is the decade for the doers. And get it done in 2021. I think I said something. I think that's a bonus from Jonas. I said, get it done in 2021. This is your time and this is your turn.
That's definitely a bonus from Jonas. Hashtag that. Listen, wherever you're watching this, if you're watching this on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, if somebody sent it to you, save this video, because I'm telling you, Dr. Jonas has given us amazing tips, suggestions. I'm invigorated just from this conversation. This is amazing. Wow. Well, as we come to the end of our conversation, I can't even imagine what more you can give us, but this is your time to leave us with something. What do you want to say directly to the viewers from you, Dr. Jonas?
Well, what I want to encourage you that a setback is really a step back to prepare yourself to make a greater comeback. And when life knocks you down, always strive to land on your back, because if you can look up, you can get up. And my motto is, since greatness is possible, excellence is not enough. Go for greatness.
Wow, there you go. There you go. Well, thank you. This has been, I say, a motivational minute.
Yes.
This has been awesome, Dr. Jonas. I really appreciate it. I know I'm going to watch this myself a few times and take some notes. So this has been great. Of course, your information is there on the screen. So those of you who are watching, definitely check him out, get those books. Find out what else Dr. Jonas is doing so you can continue to be inspired as you were today. Wow. Thank you so much, Dr. Jonas.
Thank you. So great to be there. Keep up the great work. It's a privilege and a pleasure to have been on your program. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And thank you to all of you all watching for continuing to support myself and Pivotal Moments. So as always, again, I sincerely appreciate it, and be sure to tune in next time for another episode of Pivotal Moments with Lolita.
Right. God bless you. Bye-bye.